What we experience as centuries amounts to just seconds on the cosmic clock of stone.
Where you now stand was once covered by roughly 2,000 feet of ice and rock.
Close your eyes, and perhaps you can hear it. The pops and cracks like the firing of cannon as the story's high sheet begins melting and cleaving. The rush of meltwater honeycombing its underside. The loud tumbling of strange northern rocks as at last they're released from the ice's great body to begin to rebuild their new home.
As the ice melts, a glacial lake fills, engulfing hills and valleys. A succession of ice dams break. Fresh water bursts out toward the ocean. As sea levels rise, familiar coastlines emerge. Lenape-Hoking.
When the Europeans first started coming up our river, they first met us and they asked, "How many people in your tribe?" And we never knew how to answer that because to us, the trees, the stones, the deer are part of our tribe. Let us again review their weapons to civilize the nations of this soil. What were they? Rum and powder and ball, together with all the diseases such as the smallpox. And in this way, sweep off thousands and tens of thousands. A pleasant but quiet agricultural town, numbering between 3,000 and 4,000 inhabitants. Along the heights were extensive market gardens and choice pasture land. A few houses were clustered around the old ferry tavern.
The area's first steam ferry connects Brooklyn and Manhattan.
Cross from shore to shore countless crowds of passengers. Stand up, tall masts of Manhattan. Stand up, beautiful hills of Brooklyn.
An age of commerce.
25 years ago, corn grew on Montague Street. Now, long rows of brownstone and brick buildings have risen, seemingly in the space of a single night. A world that smells of salt and tar and old roads, and where every person one meets has the weather-worn air of the sailor.
The Great Bridge.
Its cables stretched like a bowstring to shoot a steel arrow into our own age. way out, way in. Romantic passageway first seen by the eye of the mind, then by the eye. Oh, steel, oh, stone.
The factories.
Brooklyn is my hometown. Within its watery boundaries was once a mighty factory town. I remember the grim, soot-covered walls and chimneys of the tin factory opposite us. I remember the black hands of the iron molders, the grit that had sunk so deep into the skin that nothing could remove it. Not soap, nor elbow grease, nor money, nor love, nor death.
After industry.
Warehouses with shuttered wooden windows, docks resting on the water like sea spiders. On my early morning walks to the F train, I passed in succession a Latin American restaurant and grocery store, a Chinese fish market, a halal butcher shop, followed by a series of Pakistani and Bangladeshi takeout restaurants. Proof, if one was ever needed, that Brooklyn is always reinventing itself.
But there will come a moment when no matter what you do, even a rich city like New York won't be able to do anything to protect itself. What Mother Nature is telling us right now is, we are not in control.
As we stand on the waterfront today, New Yorkers are once again reimagining their waterfront. However, the waters creep closer as the climate changes and ice melts elsewhere. Soon, a different kind of accommodation will be required for sea waters surging back to reclaim the island.